Stranded Nigerians protest in South Africa over evacuation delays. Or your police arrest suspected armed robbers, recover firearms. On the foreign scene, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer resigns. Good evening and welcome to News Around the World here on BCOS television. I am Idowu Shekoni. The sign language interpreter is Korede Oluleye. Some stranded Nigerians in South Africa on Monday staged a protest at the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria over delays in their evacuation back home. The protesters who had gathered at the Commission's premises expressed frustration over the prolonged wait for repatriation flights despite earlier assurances from Nigerian authorities. In videos circulating online, the aggrieved Nigerians were seen chanting and demanding immediate action from government officials handling the evacuation process. The protest comes amid growing concerns over the welfare of many Nigerians still stranded in South Africa following renewed anti-immigration tensions and rising xenophobic fears in parts of the country. Many of those awaiting evacuation are said to be facing severe hardship. Some reportedly lack stable shelter, while others are struggling with access to food and basic necessities as delays continue. The federal government had earlier commenced efforts to evacuate Nigerians willing to return home, with screening exercises conducted at the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria to verify and document returnees. Justice Muhammad Umar of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has ordered the remand of the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, ACAC, Omoyele Sowore, in Kuje Correctional Center. In a short ruling, Justice Umar ordered Sowore to be kept in the correctional center pending the hearing and determination of his motion for stay of the order for revocation of his bail and bench warrant. Justice Umar also dismissed Sowore's earlier application seeking the judge's recusal from the case on the ground of alleged bias. The judge subsequently adjourned the matter to the 24th of June for hearing of the application for the stay of the order for revocation of his bail and bench warrant. Political analysts have urged Nigerians to actively participate in the electoral process rather than merely criticizing its shortcomings, stressing that greater civic engagement is essential to achieving credible electoral outcomes. A legal practitioner, Adebikpe Adilowo, and a public affairs analyst, Professor Babatunde Adegoke, made the call while analyzing the outcome of the Ekiti State governorship election on the BCOS TV Current Affairs Breakfast program, AM 120. Olamide Olabi, who monitored the program, now reports.
Ekiti State over the weekend conducted its governorship election with the incumbent governor Abiodun Oyebanji of the All Progressive Congress APC emerging victorious with 319,224 votes. Speaking on AM 120 program, legal practitioner Adebikpe Adilowo observed that the election showed that Nigeria's electoral process has witnessed only marginal improvement, noting that vote buying remains widespread and has become increasingly monetized. He maintained that responsibility for the challenge rests not only with politicians, but also with members of the electorate. Mr. Oyelowo further argued that the current administration has not significantly improved the welfare of the people, insisting that the election outcome does not necessarily reflect the quality of governance delivered by the incumbent. He also faulted the electoral process, questioning why elections cannot be conducted without inducement, and lamented that widespread poverty has continued to influence voters' decisions and choices.
I want to see a situation whereby it will not be incumbent. Generally, let's have an overview of what is happening in the country. It is so shocking or surprising that with the level of insecurity, level of economic hardship, and some other problems or challenges we are facing in this country under this present administration, it will defeat one imagination, and that people will still go out votes massively for the ruling party that have not made any improvements into the life living of standard of people.
In his contribution, public affairs analyst Professor Babatunde Adegoke maintained that the election outcome reflected the confidence reposed in the incumbent governor by the electorate. He added that the APC was able to mobilize more voters than it did in previous election. Professor Adegoke noted that elections in Nigeria are often fiercely contested, with outcomes frequently influenced by factors such as financial strength, candidates' popularity, and the collective efforts of party stakeholders.
In Nigeria, every election is disputed, and the loser always find the reason for them losing. See, if you say there was money sharing, was it only APC that was involved? We need to investigate that. The mere fact that somebody is shouting on the rooftop that somebody was sharing money, one party was sharing money, that doesn't mean the other party was not also involved. See, what happens in Nigeria is that sometimes the votes go to the highest bidder. Of course, APC is a bigger party. The party, ADC, is just coming up. So it doesn't have as much money to share as the other party. So I don't want to believe that it was only APC that shared money. I want to believe that all of them shared within their resources.
The analyst called for constitutional reforms that would allow independent candidacy rather than restricting the emergence of candidates solely to political parties as a way of deepening democracy and strengthening the credibility of Nigeria's electoral process. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
We take a short commercial break. Please stay tuned.
And the best student in basic digital literacy is Jadin. Very good. And the best student in kinesthetics is Jamil Lawal. The best student in robotics is Tiara Kolawole. That's my girl! Hey! That's my girl! This award goes to the most punctual student of the entire school. And the winner is Lisa Solomon.
Something is telling me that she makes her daughter skip breakfast just to be here. You people could have just asked. I would have been happy to tell you my secret.
Enjoy instant goodness with John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate. The quickest start to your morning.
No worries, I will make her. Mogo Bible.
Even you, they use money point.
Of course now, they use money points.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Hold on, kiddos.
Thanks to Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Mama like Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Oh, remember how mom used to wake up before everybody to make breakfast, iron our uniform, and surprise that woman with something special.
Treasure Mom this 2026 with a trip to Zanzibar in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter in your mom's name and upload with a photo of 5,000 Naira worth of 3 Crowns products on our website or at any of our collection centers. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Welcome back. Residents of Ga, Baba, Ibiji and Idi Igba area, Igano zone in Ward 2 and Ward 8 of Iwajowa local government now have reason to smile as the lawmaker representing Iwajowa state constituency in the Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Anthony Ogushola, has commissioned 2 new motorized boreholes for the new communities. The lawmaker also provided 2 power generating sets for effective running of the water project. BCOS reporter Adiola Ladili presents the details.
In his effort to reduce hardship being faced by people to get portable water, Honorable Anthony Ogushola, representing Iwajowa State constituency, has commissioned 2 boreholes in Ward 2 and Ward 8 of his constituency. Speaking at the commissioning ceremony, Honorable Ogushola said the water project was part of the promises he made during his electioneering campaign to bring the dividends of democracy closer to the grassroots. The lawmaker explained that if properly managed, the 2 facilities could serve over 20 surrounding communities and reduce the burden of water scarcity, especially for women and children who bear the brunt of long-distance water sourcing. Honorable Ogushola also commended the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for fostering a strong working relationship between the legislature and the executive.
The borehole is not meant for the family where we erected the borehole. The borehole is for all the people around that place to benefit. And I want to advise that they should take proper care of it. Because one thing for us is to provide infrastructure. Another thing for people are their responsibility to make sure they manage it properly so that it will take longer.
He urged residents to continue supporting him and Governor Makinde so that more people-oriented projects can be delivered across Iwajowa constituency. In his remarks, the immediate past chairman of Iwajowa local government, Honorable Abdul-Jalil Oyinloye, thanked Honorable Ogushola for fulfilling his campaign promise without delay.
Promise them that we will give them all. Alhamdulillah, today we are to fulfill our promise. I want to thank our excellencies, Engineer Oluwaseyi Makinde, the second governor of the state, for the opportunity given to our assembly members to extend the dividend of democracy to their own state consensus.
Community leaders, political stakeholders, and residents from across Iwajowa State constituency attended the event. Joyful residents sang and danced as the first set of clean water gushed from the taps. Adeola Oladili, BCOS News.
The Oyo State Police Command has recorded another breakthrough in its efforts to combat violent crime and enhance public safety across the state. According to a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Ayonlade Olayinka, operatives of the Safer Highway Patrol on the Oyo-Ogbomosho axis intercepted a vehicle during a routine patrol. 2 suspects, who are residents of Sabo area of Shagamu in Ogun State, were arrested and taken into custody for further investigation. A search of the vehicle led to the recovery of a live cartridge, a cutlass, 2 jackknives, a handcuff, and suspected Indian hemp, assorted fetish items, and a soul-safe uniform. The State's Commissioner of Police, CP Abimbola Olugbenga, subsequently directed that the case be transferred to the Violent Crime Response Unit for detailed investigation. Police say intelligence-driven investigations and confessional statements by the suspects links them to armed robbery and other violent crimes. One of the suspects also reportedly confessed to possessing a pump-action rifle obtained from an individual in Iperu, Ogun State. The Public Relations Officer, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and the CDC State Command, Superintendent Samuel Okpebi, has emphasized that false security alerts can disrupt economic activities, undermine public confidence in security agencies, and divert critical resources and attention away from genuine security threats and emergencies. He stated this while speaking on the consequences of false security alerts in an interview with BCOS News. Our reporter Oyeshile Oloyede has the details.
Security alerts are unverified or misleading reports of security threats that have not been confirmed by relevant authorities. Such reports often spread quickly through social media, messaging applications, and word of mouth, creating fear, confusion, and unnecessary panic among the public. Speaking with BCOS News, the public relations officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Oyo State Command, Superintendent Samuel Okpebiyi, said false security alerts can have serious consequences. According to him, they can disrupt economic activities, undermine public confidence in security agencies, and divert critical resources and attention away from genuine security threats and emergency situations. He noted that the impact of false information can sometimes be as damaging as the threats they falsely portray, particularly when communities react based on fear rather than facts.
Raising false alarm will only damage our economy, will damage our trust system, will damage our reputation. So we must get ourselves informed that we have the role, the responsibility to make sure that we verify every information that we are giving out there. If you can't find it from reputable media sources, make sure you don't spread it. And if you are not convinced whether it is true or it is false, what you need to do is to meet with security agencies, get them informed that this is what we are hearing, and they have the technicalities of how to identify false alarm from the one that is true.
Superintendent Okpebiyi advised members of the public to verify security-related information through credible media organizations and relevant security agencies before sharing it with others. He stressed that combating the spread of false security alerts requires collective responsibility, including the responsible use of social media and active cooperation with security agencies.
They must work to make sure that they verify such information themselves. Verification becomes very, very important. Personal verification as a citizen, and then checking from reputable media source, and then working as citizens with relevant security agencies within their domain to make sure that information that they are gathering, they are receiving from whatever source is genuine.
He further encouraged citizens to report suspicious or questionable information to the appropriate authorities for verification rather than circulating unconfirmed reports. As concerns over misinformation continue to grow, security experts emphasize that public vigilance must be guided by fact and credible information. They maintain that while staying informed is essential, verifying information before acting on or sharing it remains crucial to safeguarding public safety and preventing unnecessary panic. Oyeshile Oloyede, BCOS News.
We are due for another commercial break. Please stay tuned.
In life's little moments, strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath.
Get whiter teeth with a new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Toothpaste.
And the best student in basic digital literacy is Jadin Okoro. Very good. And the best student in kinesthetics is Jamil Lawal. The best student in robotics is Tiara Kolawole.
That's my girl! Hey! That's my girl!
This award goes to the most punctual student of the entire school. And the winner is Lisa Solomon.
Something is telling me that she makes her daughter skip breakfast just to be here. You people could have just asked. I would have been happy to tell you my secret.
Enjoy instant goodness with John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate. The quickest start to your morning.
When you choose Golden Penny Semovita, you eat with kings. Golden Penny Semovita remains my soup's first choice because it is made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to provide a wholesome bowl food that is easy to mold, smooth to swallow, and pairs well with a variety of Nigerian soups. Choose Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
Wearing many hats takes a lot out of you. You always need all the nourishing goodness you can get. Especially if you're someone like me that is a foodie. The ultimate meal companion. A PhD student. Rich in B vitamins for focus. Yes, we all need it. Because every side of you deserves to be nourished.
And the best student in basic digital literacy is Jadin Okoro. Very good. And the best student in kinesthetics is Jamil Lawal. The best student in robotics is Tiara Kolawole.
That's my girl! Hey! That's my girl!
This award goes to the most punctual student of the entire school. And the winner is Lisa Solomon.
Something is telling me that she makes her daughter skip breakfast just to be here. You people could have just asked. I would have been happy to tell you my secret.
Enjoy instant goodness with John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate. The quickest start to your morning.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
Supermalt has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Has gained momentum following the Nigeria's Governors Forum position that states will sustain the 100,000 naira minimum wage, while the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, is advocating a living wage of 1 million naira for Nigerian workers. The discussions come against the backdrop of the current 70,000 naira national minimum wage, approved by the federal government in 2024. Speaking on the issue, the chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Oyo State, Comrade Kayode Martins, maintained that the prevailing economic realities characterized by soaring food prices, transportation costs, housing expenses, and other basic necessities have significantly diminished the purchasing power of workers.
It is realistic in the sense that if they have the willingness to pay, many times they will tell us that there is no money in the country. And it's from the same treasury where they deny there were no money. You see billions of naira being siphoned. All the government needs to do is to get their priority right. They should place humanity ahead of every other thing. If that is done, take it from me, minimum wage is a means by which wealth is redistributed in the society. Whatever is given to the worker goes to the market immediately. If at all they have the feelings for the people, they should please do it. It's their political will. If they intend to do it, Nigeria is rich. We all know that. It's only that we don't always get our priority right.
Also reacting, The coordinator of the Campaign for Democratic and Workers' Rights, Comrade Abiodun Bangboye, argued that state governments can afford the proposed wage if workers' welfare is prioritized and available resources are effectively managed to improve the living standards of citizens.
What I think is the realistic minimum wage should be calculated based on the rate of inflation. What I think should be done is for the labor and the governors to have an agreement that there's a need for the current minimum wage to be subjected to an upward review, and the necessary mechanism to get that done will be put in place such that a tripartite committee will be set up. It is not enough for government to say that yes, the salaries of workers is a priority. The needs of other Nigerians that are not salary earner also has to be the priority of government. And I think that's why we feel that to begin to address the needs of other Nigerians that are not salary earner, this government must first look into its policies that is making lives more miserable for Nigerians on a daily basis.
In his contribution, a former chairman of the Trade Union Congress, TUC, in Oyo State, Comrade Emmanuel Ogundiro, contended that an average family now requires about 1.2 million naira monthly to meet basic needs. He noted that Labour's 1 million naira proposal is realistic and could even be higher considering the room for negotiation usually associated with wage discussions.
If we want to go by what the living condition in Nigeria is saying today, 1.2 million naira should be. So if Labour want to achieve 1.2 million naira with the tripartite negotiation, they should go as high as 5 million naira. So that by the time they will now be coming down, it can now come down to 1.5, 1.2. But the governors who say they are paying 100,000, they are not serious.
Stakeholders have called for constructive dialogue among government, labor unions, and other relevant parties to arrive at a minimum wage that adequately addresses workers' welfare while ensuring economic stability and fiscal responsibility. Adeola Oladele, BCOS News.
You're still watching News Around the World on BCOS television. We're due for another commercial break. News Around the World, be right back, please. Don't go away.
And the best student in basic digital literacy is Jadin. Very good. And the best student in kinesthetics is Jamil Lawal. The best student in robotics is Tiara Kolawole.
That's my girl! Hey! Oh, that's my girl!
This award goes to the most punctual student of the entire school. And the winner is Lisa Solomon.
Something is telling me that she makes her daughter skip breakfast just to be here. You people could have just asked. I would have been happy to tell you my secret.
Enjoy instant goodness with John Vence 3-in-1 chocolate. The quickest start to your morning.
The joys of life are found in moments. Moments that makes us wonder, then fill our hearts with laughter. Moments we risk it all for a craving, but the reward makes it all worth it. Moments when you remind everyone of your greatness. Moments when you feel like you need a hero. Then you realize you're the hero you've always needed.
Collect 10 unique moments and win big in the My Indomie Moments promo.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Health experts say overall well-being is greatly influenced by daily dietary choices. In recent years, increasing attention has been given to the role of probiotics in promoting good health, particularly in supporting digestion, strengthening immunity, and maintaining a healthy gut. Probiotics are live microorganisms, often referred to as good bacteria, that helps maintain the natural balance of beneficial microbes in the body and contribute to overall wellness. Our reporter, Oloyede, examines the health benefits of probiotics in this report.
As awareness of digestive health continues to grow, nutritional experts says probiotics are playing an increasingly important role in promoting overall well-being. Speaking with BCOS News, a senior lecturer in the Department of Food Technology at University of Ibadan, Dr. Folashade Adegboyejo, explained that probiotics are beneficial live microorganisms commonly found in fermented foods. She noted that while microorganisms are often associated with diseases and infections, probiotics are beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy digestive system and support various bodily functions. According to Dr. Adegboyejo, probiotics continues to improve digestion, enhance nutrient absorption, strengthen immunity, and may also offer therapeutic benefits in the prevention and management of certain health conditions.
The presence of these live microorganisms in our diet, particularly in the gut, that's in the digestive system, is an indication of the health. These food products that contain probiotics, they are very useful in terms of building immune systems, in terms of helping with digestion, and as well as therapeutic effect, that is healing properties. They have healing properties. The beneficial compounds they produce in the food also, serve as vitamins, as short chain bioactive compounds in the food. So probiotics can be consumed as part of our daily diet in moderation, but also, as often as we can.
Dr. Adegboyejo further identified traditional fermented foods such as ogi, yogurt, and other fermented products as natural sources of probiotics. She, however, cautioned that improper or uncontrolled fermented processes can encourage the growth of harmful microorganisms, posing potential health risks to consumers. The food technology expert therefore stressed the need for proper food handling, hygienic preparation method, and adherence to professional food processing standards to ensure the safety and quality of fermented foods.
It's good to have probiotics as part of our daily diets, in helping to improve our health. The foods we eat these days are not just food to keep us alive or to keep us full, but most of the diseases we see, commonly around now, many of them are associated with what we eat or what we don't eat. So instead of relying on drugs and other things as curative, foods can act as preventives, for disease. So, and that is the major work of probiotics in the diet.
Health experts maintain that incorporating probiotic-rich foods into daily diets can significantly improve digestive health and contribute to overall well-being. They added that with proper food safety practice, probiotics can serve as a valuable component of health nutrition and a better quality of life. Oyeshile Oloyede, BCOS News.
Many thanks for staying tuned. We have another short commercial break. Please don't go anywhere.
And the best student in basic digital literacy is Jadin Okoro. Very good. And the best student in kinesthetics is Jamil Lawal. The best student in robotics is Tiara Kolawole.
That's my guy! That's my guy!
This award goes to the most punctual student of the entire school. And the winner is Lisa Solomon.
Something is telling me that she makes her daughter skip breakfast just to be here. You people could have just asked. I would have been happy to tell you my secret.
Enjoy instant goodness with John Vence 3-in-1 chocolate. The quickest start to your morning.
Oh, remember how mom used to wake up before everybody to make breakfast, iron our uniform? Let's surprise that woman with something special.
Treasure Mom this 2026 with a trip to Zanzibar in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter in your mom's name and upload with a photo of 5,000 naira worth of 3 Crowns products on our website or at any of our collection centers. T&C Supply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Our bodies get serums, washes, lotions, cleansers, scrubs, but underarms only get deodorant. That's why our new breakthrough formula contains pure hyaluron and vitamin C to deeply care for your underarms for a softer and even skin tone in 2 weeks. With 72-hour sweat and odor protection, try the new Nivea Derma Control Natural Tone because your underarms deserve more. Nivea is for skin.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath.
Get whiter teeth with a new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Toothpaste.
The joys of life are found in moments. Moments that makes us wonder, then fill our hearts with laughter. Moments we risk it all for a craving, but the reward makes it all worth it. Moments when you remind everyone of your greatness. Moments when you feel like you need a hero. Then you realize you're the hero you've always needed.
Collect 10 unique moments and win big in the My Indomie Moments promo.
No worries, let's go make am. Mogo Bible.
Victor, they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Welcome back. We'll now go over to the sports segment of the news. Please stay with us.
Good evening and welcome. I am Victor Pone, here to take you around the ever-exciting world of sports.
We start with the news that Portugal winger Francisco Conceição insisted his teammates felt no pressure to pass to Cristiano Ronaldo following scrutiny of the veteran superstar's role in the lackluster World Cup opener. Critics have questioned whether the 41-year-old Ronaldo's lack of mobility is having a negative effect on Portugal's chances in the wake of a pedestrian 1-1 draw with the Democratic Republic of Congo. But Conceição has said that there was no question of players feeling obliged to pass to Ronaldo if other teammates were in better attacking positions. Over to Kam of Ghana, where goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi will face a late fitness test in the Black Stars' final training session before head coach Carlos Queiroz makes a call on whether he is available for Tuesday's 2026 FIFA World Cup Group L showdown against England in Boston. Atizigi suffered a groin injury during Ghana's 1-0 win over Panama at the BMO field last Wednesday. The 29-year-old had been arguably Ghana's best player in a tight first half, producing an early diving save to deny Cecilio Waterman at point-blank range from Jaime Murillo's slow cross. He picked up his problem in a heavy collision while rushing off his line to make a second intervention, landed awkwardly and was left visibly in pain on the turf. The St. Gallen goalkeeper received treatment twice before the interval and tried to continue, but squarers and the medical team ruled him out at halftime, with Benjamin Asari introduced for the second period. Since the win in Toronto, Atazigi has been carefully managed at the squad's training base at Bryant University in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Should Atazigi fail to come through that final test, Benjamin Asari is in pole position to make his maiden World Cup start. The Hearts of Oak shot-stopper came on cold against Panama and produced a composed half-hour plus, including 3 important saves, as Caleb Yerenki's 95th minute winner settled the contest. Ghana face England in their second group game at the World Cup on Tuesday, June 23rd at the Boston Stadium. On to the transfer market, where Newcastle United are pushing to sign Chelsea striker Liam Delap this summer. The Magpies are keen on the England forward as they explore attacking reinforcements ahead of the new season. Chelsea are reportedly demanding a fee in the region of £40 million for Delap. And wrap up with this one, where Liverpool have rejected a verbal offer of €25 million from Inter Milan for Curtis Jones. The offer is well short of the £35 million which Liverpool value Jones at, and they are unwilling to sanction a court price exit for the midfielder. The 25-year-old Jones only has 1 year left on his current deal at Anfield, and this is the second time Inter have come in for him this year. The Italian club were interested in his availability in January and proposed a loan with a view to a transfer, but that was also turned down by Liverpool.
And that's your sport update on news around the world. I am Victor Pune. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Victor. On the foreign scene, Keir Starmer has resigned as British Prime Minister. Starmer announced on Monday that he will stand down as Labour leader and Prime Minister, ending months of political turmoil and opening a contest to replace him. The announcement follows mounting pressure on the Prime Minister after Labour suffered heavy losses in local elections in May and faced an increasingly vocal rebellion from his own lawmakers over his leadership and policy agenda. The move comes less than 2 years after Starmer led Labour to one of its largest parliamentary majorities in the 2024 general election. In a statement outside 10 Downing Street, shortly after 9:30 a.m. in London, Starmer said he would remain in post until any leadership contest is completed, which he said would help ensure an orderly handover of power. In other stories, at least 3 students have been killed and several others wounded after 2 students opened fire in a high school in the central Philippines. Foreign Desk Editor Falashade Akitola compiled the story and others presented by Khadija Lawal.
2 suspects have been arrested after the shooting at the San Jose National High School in Tacloban, a city on the island of Leyte, about 580 kilometers southeast of the capital, Manila, police said on Monday. The shooting occurred at about 9 a.m. inside the school, the Tacloban City Police officer said, adding that an investigation was ongoing to determine the circumstances behind the incident. Tacloban Police Chief Noelito Getigan told reporters that the suspect used a 38 caliber and 9mm firearm in the shooting. One suspect, a minor and grade 9 student, was arrested shortly after the incident, while the other later surrendered to authorities, Getigan said. Police said the victims had been transported to nearby medical facilities for treatment, while additional personnel were deployed at the school to ensure the safety of students and the surrounding community. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered an investigation into the shooting shortly after it happened. Meanwhile, more than half of France's regions are under a red heat alert as the country braces for sweltering temperatures in an intensifying heatwave. Highs of more than 40 Celsius are expected across parts of western France on Monday, with temperatures expected to hit 42 Celsius in Bordeaux, a reporter said. Some 845 schools have been shut, while a further 1,800 are allowing pupils to finish classes early. And lastly, leading Kenya lawyer and former Justice Minister Martha Karua has been blocked from entering Uganda and ordered to return home, according to the Uganda Law Society. Karua had just arrived at the Entebbe airport to join a team defending our Ugandan lawyer colleague, Erias Lukwago, with whom they have been representing detained opposition leader, Kiza Besigye, who is on trial for treason. Lukwago was himself charged with a treason-related offense last week, and his bail hearing had been due on Monday. Ugandan authorities did not give a reason for blocking Karua, although Kenya's Law Society president, Charles Kanjama, who had traveled with her, was allowed in. Kanjama said it was of particular concern that Karua was blocked, despite her traveling for the same matter and in the same professional capacity as himself. Uganda's immigration authorities have not responded to the press request for comments. Khadija Lawal, BCOS News.
To end news around the world, here again are the top stories. Some stranded Nigerians in South Africa on Monday staged a protest at the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria over delays in their evacuation back home. The Oyo State Police Command has recorded another breakthrough in its effort to combat violent crime and enhance public safety across the state. We also told you that UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has resigned. Starmer announced on Monday that he would stand down as Labour leader and Prime Minister, ending months of political turmoil and opening a contest to replace him. BCOS TV is now on Niger TV app, and you can watch us from any part of the world. The BCOS website is also live. Kindly visit www.bcostv.com. You can also watch us on GoTV, channel 134, and on StarTimes, channel 113. Now, before I go, if you see something suspicious, alert the authorities for timely response. Be vigilant. That's news around the world from me and the production team. Many thanks for watching. Good night.